What is up, everybody? BSport02 here. Welcome to the 8th race in the NOFSRL Monster Energy Indycar Oval Series. Today we are live from Michigan International Speedway and the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan. It is the Firestone Indy 400. If possible, my colleague Tristan Allen should be calling me on Skype any moment whenever he's ready. But anyway, on the pole it's going to be Dylan Murray and Edwin Mendez will start in second position. Let us give you your starting lineup for today's race. Row 1, Dylan Murray and Edwin Mendez. Row 2, Brett Boyles, Paul Lambert. Row 3, Mark Glenn, Lucas Jackson. Row 4, Doug Christian Cook and Heiko Schuck. Row 5, Brian Webb, Ethan Prince. Row 6, Michael Gregory, Kyle Thomas. Row 7, Cole Baker, Ricky Maddox. Row 8, Darnell Matthew and Jonathan Logan. Row 9, Tony Green, Stephanie Naylor. Row 10, Tom Weekly, Johnny Gardner. Row 11, Holden Gluba, Grayson Acevedo. Row 12, Andy Graham, Will Flickinger. Row 13, Davey Johnson and Hayden Caldwell. Row 14, John Arndt and Chase Emerson. Row 15, Cody Prince and Ron Orm. Row 16, William Russell, Zach Flickinger, the winner of the Truck Series race in a photo finish. Row 17, Jake Ferguson, Christian Mizrak. Row 18, William Logan and your points leader, Tom Gerard. Row 19, Heiko Schutt Jr. and Justin Glenn. Row 20, Piper Acevedo, John Racer. And row 21, Hunter Rupp and CJ Jackson. Looking at the facts for today's race, it is going to be a 20-lap race, extra 15 laps in case we have 3 green, white, checkered attempts. 2-mile D-shaped oval, pit road speed 45 miles an hour. The turns are banked 18 degrees. The front stretch 2,229 feet, banked 12 degrees. The back stretch 2,242 feet, banked 5 degrees. Looking at the weather for today's race, a perfect day once again. Clear, 88 degrees, northwest wind of 13 miles an hour. Let's give you your onboards we have for today's race. We start off with the 5 of Tom Gerard, your points leader. He's got the Dollar General onboard camera. The 6 of Dylan Murray, he has the Monster Energy in-car camera. Ron Orm in the 7, he's got the Honda onboard camera. The 8 of Justin Glenn, he's got the NTT data onboard. Ethan Prince in the 10 with the Target onboard. Edwin Mendez in the 20 with the Fuzzies onboard camera. Andy Graham in the 24 also with another Target onboard camera. Actually no, this one's the Chevy onboard camera. Holden Gluba in the 40, he's got the Firestone onboard camera. 53, Chase Emerson, he has got the Charbroil onboard camera. Yep, that's Charbroil. And the 75, that's Davey Johnson, he's got the Lucas Oil onboard camera. Anyway, when we come back, we will give you the command to start the engines.
Say it with me! Drivers, start your engine!
Welcome back. You just heard the command to be fired up. Let's hope none of these 42 Indycars have Rick Allen problems. Somebody does! And it's got a blown engine. That looks like the 91 of Will Flickinger. And it is Will Flickinger. Tough break for him. They're going to have to start the race without him. Highline, they could have it. Those drivers could have an advantage on the restart, but nope, they're coming up. So this time we're going to have 41 drivers start this race as they come off turn number 4. Dylan Murray is on the inside. Edwin Mendez is on the outside. The pace car is off. A sold-out crowd here to watch the IndyCar Series and a bunch of other races later today here at Michigan as the Firestone Indy 400, the 8th race of the season, no, the 7th race of the season, excuse me, is green. Let's do this! It's the first time since 2007 an IndyCar has gone onto the tracks onto the banking of Michigan. as they come off turn 2 for the first time. Here comes Brett Boyles on the 14, looking to the bottom. Some drivers are in the wall already. You see the sound of Ron Owings in the wall. Boyles now looks to the bottom, looking for the lead on Dylan Murray. All by himself. Let's see if the 20 of Edwin Mendez can thread the needle, go through the middle. 11-1. Oh, wow, Murray hit the wall. Kind of bunny hopped there low, but he's going to lose a lot of spots. Lap 1 will be led by Brett Boyles. Edwin Mendez looking up high. Here comes the 19, Lucas Jackson. You can see a wreck right here on turn number 2. Oh man, they are beating and banging. They are not wrecking just yet. Christian Cook at the 41 moves up to second. We've seen this before. Remember last week at Pocono, AJ Foyt Enterprises went 1 and 2 with Christian Cook coming back on top this time. Brett Boyles is out on top right now as another driver hit the wall. I believe that is Mendez. Caution flag is out and we got a crash, and it's the 40 of Holden Gluba. And we got a few drivers racing back to the line, and it's both AJ Foyt drivers, and I believe these other drivers as well. No, they're not racing back. They're single file. No, those drivers are not racing back, but here comes Christian Cook to the bottom. Great call by AJ Foyt Enterprises to go and race to the line. And it's going to be Christian Cook. Let's see what happened to the 40 of Holden Gluba. One of the part-time drivers in the top 10 in points. He's got an onboard with us today, so we'll see what happened. Hit the wall coming out turn number 4. Got into the 4 of Mark Lund. Hit the wall once again. Got into the 27 of Paul Lambert. Lambert's going to have a hard hit in that outside wall. And Gluba's going to keep the car going. Got a little bit of damage. Probably won't be contending for the win anymore. Let's watch the onboard Gluba. And if you look, they're almost going 4 wide. Back in a moment, here at Michigan. Welcome back to Michigan International Speedway. We are underneath the first caution of the day for a spin involving Holden Gluba. His car is still going. However, though, 2 drivers are in the garage. That is the 91 Will Flickinger. He does not start the race, so he will get no points. And the 9 of Kyle Thomas, who had a tire issue under the caution flag and will not finish the race. Anyway, right now, AJ Foyt Enterprises are 1 and 2. That is Christian Cook and Brett Boyles. Lucas Jackson is 3rd. Ethan Prince is 4th. Darnell Matthew is 5th. Michael Gregory 6th. Tony Green 7th. Edwin Mendez 8th. Andy Graham 9th. Brian Webb 10th. 11th. Tom Weekly 12th. Mark Glenn 13th. Davey Johnson 14th. Ricky Maddox 15th. John Earn 16th. Jonathan Logan 17th. Cody Prince 18th, William Russell. 19th, Stephanie Naylor, I believe. Yes, it is. And then 20th is Chase Emerson. See the 27, Paul Lambert. He is continuing the race as well, even though he had a hard hit in that outside wall. Here they go. The pace car is going to enter pit road once again. Single file restart. Nobody is on the track that is a lap or more down. Here we go. Back to the green flag. Darnell Matthew trying to look up high on Ethan Prince. Maybe he might not gotten a good start. But here comes Brett Boyles in the 14 for the lead. Brett Boyles, the replacement driver for Connor Jackson in 98, who has to sit out until April or for the rest of the season, goes to the lead. Now moving up to second place is Lucas Jackson. They're side by side for second. Here comes Ethan Prince in the 10. Go on board with Ethan. There goes the 19. Lucas Jackson to the bottom for the lead. Great battle. Darnell Matthew looks for third position on Ethan. At the stripe, it was Brett Boyles in the 14 by 1/100th of a second. Here comes the 3. Darnell Matthew trying to make it 3 wide. Could not do it just yet. Ethan Prince in the wall. Many drivers in the wall coming off turn number 2. Still side by side for the lead. Great battle between Lucas Jackson and Brett Voiles. Here comes Christian Cook once again on that 41. Dono Matthew trying to make it 3 wide for second, couldn't do it just yet as Voiles hits the wall. Here comes Andy Graham in the 24 looking for third. Cook to the bottom for the lead. Andy Graham almost made it 3 wide as they came off turn number 2. Here he goes, trying to look to the bottom, couldn't do it just yet. Again, side by side still. Here comes the 22, Tony Green making it 3 wide. It's got to fall back a few spots though. Christian Cook back to the lead. 4 wide on Michigan. They're battling for third. Lucas Jackson has to touch the wall. Edmund Mendez is hugging that white line right now. He might have a problem actually, I believe. No, he does not. 3 wide for the lead. Michael Gregory trying to get to the bottom, but Andy Graham had a lot of momentum in the middle. And oh, someone hit the wall. I believe that was Voiles. And oh, oh, wow, they saved it. That was Tom Jordan Voiles, I believe, in the back of the pack. And it was. We stay green. No caution is out. So Cook is back to second. Andy Graham's your leader. Tony Green moves up to third. Dono Matthew is in fourth now. We got a battle for fifth now. Ricky Maddox and Mark Glenn with 9 to go. And what a pass Maddox is going to make. More drivers hitting the wall this time. Single file in turn number 3. I believe it's the top 6. No, top 5. They're 3 wide for 6th. Here comes the 16-year hype king. That's William Russell. Tom Weekly in the 25. Looks like he's going to go with Russell as we have 8 laps to go in Michigan. Here comes Tom Weekly in the 25. Tony Green looking to the bottom for second place. More drivers hitting the wall. He couldn't do it just yet. Dono Matthew looks for third on Tony Green. Matthew's going to go to third. More drivers hitting the wall. That's Mendez riding the wall once again. 7 to go. Matthew and Green are still side by side. More drivers hitting the wall this time out, coming out of turn number 2. They're still racing though. Tony Green to the bottom on Christian Cook for second. Could Tony Green get his first win of the season in the Indycar series? Andy Graham though is doing a good job in the lead. And Mark Glenn's on the wall alongside is the 30. I thought that was the 33 and the 77. That is the 33. That's Grayson Acevedo. 6 to go here in Michigan. Battle for third. Christian Cook, William Russell. Oh, they're rocking behind. That's the 99 Heiko shot around. Oh, someone's lost a wheel. That's Johnny Gardner in the 98. Brett Voiles in the 14 is in it. That is what Andy Graham wanted to see in that 24. He wanted to see the caution come out with 6 laps to go so they'd have a final lap restart. But what a hard crash for Heiko Schutt and Johnny Gardner. Number 98 and number 99 have crashed. We were watching that. It's coming off turn number 2. So it looks like the 4th Mark Glenn hit the wall. And around goes the 99. And then you see that's the 6, I believe, Dylan Murway making some contact. This is from the blimp. And then in comes Johnny Gardner with nowhere to go. Loses the wheel. Brett Voiles gets in it as well. Gardner's gonna be done for the day, definitely. I can tell you that. Let's watch Dylan Murray's onboard and show you that contact. Look at that wheel just fly. Second and final caution is out here. Coming back here at Michigan International Speedway, the 22 of Tony Green running in the second position. Oh, excuse me, he was in third, I believe. He's got a problem with his race car. That is not what the 22 wanted to see. Tony Green having such a great day today. Looks like he is going to be out of this race, or he will be out of contention to win this race, definitely, if he is below that white line. I'll show you what happened, actually, as we wait. Okay, so they were coming off of turn number 4. They were under a single file caution lap, and then Tony Green just goes right below the white line. He thought about coming in, but let's see, did he decide to stay out? Let's see, were the green lights on? The green light was on. That is the pit road light, and meaning if it's green you can come in. If it's red, pit road is closed. You see Tony Green's coming in right now. That's a tough break. I think he was about to get his best finish of the season. Not gonna get it today. He comes in. Gonna make a 2-tire change. Get those fresh Firestone Firehawks on. He's gonna come back. Probably just a tire issue. Not gonna win the race, but still is gonna finish this race, definitely. As we're going into a 1-lap shootout, no cautions, just 1 lap to settle it all. We have 5 drivers now in the race. Johnny Gardner, Heiko Schutt, Brett Voiles, Kyle Thomas, and Will Flickinger. Andy Graham in the best position to win it. Christian Cook in second, looking to go back-to-back in both the Indycar Series and the NOFSRL. Remember, he just won the truck race a few moments ago, and is looking to get an Indycar win, his second Indycar win of the season. Dono Matthew is running in third. William Russell is fourth. John Art is fifth. Stephanie Naylor is sixth. Tom Weekly is seventh. Cody Prince eighth. Davey Johnson ninth. Ricky Maddox 10th. Zach Flickinger 11th. Oh wait, excuse me. Christian Cook actually did not win the truck race. My mistake, but he was involved in the photo finish. Zach Flickinger, last week's winner, is currently in... Where is Flickinger? 11th, 12th, Chase Emerson. 13th, Lucas Jackson. 14th, Hunter Up. 15th, John Racer. 16th, Grayson Acevedo. 17th, Hayden Caldwell. 18th, Piper Acevedo. 19th, Brian Webb. And 20th, Jake Ferguson. 1 lap will settle this race. They come on. Pace car makes the left turn into pit road. Will Andy Graham win his first race in the NOFSRL, or will Christian Cook try and spoil the party? Cook did not get a good start there as we're back to green. I think Christian Cook just lost this race right now. They are 3 wide for third position and for sixth. Still 3 wide. Stephanie Naylor in the 77 is going to move up to third position. Can she try and get second? Let's see what she can do, but out in front is Andy Graham. Andy Graham's going to win his first race of the season. He wins the Firestone Indy 400. And that's everybody. Alright, Andy Graham, the race winner. Christian Cook, 2nd. Stephanie Naylor, 3rd. William Russell, 4th. Tom Weekly, 5th. Cody Prince, 6th. John Ernst is 7th. Davey Johnson, 8th. Zach Flickinger, 9th. And Chase Emerson rounds out the top 10. When we come back, we'll give you your point standings from today's race. And we're back here with the point standings. Chase Emerson is going to gain 6 spots and is tied for the points lead with Andy Graham. 3rd position, Davey Johnson is down by 1 point, gaining 5 spots. Tom Gerard loses 3 spots and is 4 points behind. 5th, Ronald loses 2 spots and is 5 points behind. Dylan Murray is 6th, loses 4 spots and is 8 points back. Edwin Mendez, 7th, loses a spot and is 12 points back. Holden Gluba loses 4 spots, 15 points back in 8th. Ethan Prince, again, 4 spots back, 15 points back in 9th. But Stephanie Naylor gains 4 spots, is now 16 points back, going into 10th. Yeah, and if you look at owner points, Chip Ganassi Racing, 835, Andretti Autosport, 687, KV Racing Technology is at 581, Schmidt Peterson Motorsports, 575, Team Penske, 570, AJ Foyt Enterprises, 374. Ray Hall Letterman Lanigan Racing is 354. RE Motorsports is at 351. Dale Coyne Racing is at 313. And Ed Carpenter Racing is at 312. And that is going to do it for today's race. The next race for the IndyCar Series, I'm getting out my notes, so I'll let you guys know where the next race is going to be at, and it is going to be at the Milwaukee Mile next week, and that should be good. So yeah, that is it for me. This is B Sports 02, and I will see you guys for the next race. YOLO swag, bye guys, I'm out of here.